What if you could get more of the Jimmy and Nath Show with Emma? You can with the podcast, thanks to What If. You're only a what if away from great holidays. What if? It's Aussie for travel.
Let's do it. Welcome to the podcast. Way. There you go.
I was actually telling a story on the radio very briefly about the time I played James Blunt, You're Beautiful for a Girl.
Who had a boyfriend. Who was not interested.
Like, it was so bad. Like, it went so bad that, like she wasn't even laughing.
Did you know her? Did you know this chick?
No, I never met her before. No, I can't.
So you
it's kind
knew...
of windy, mate.
That's right. She's your cousin too.
Was she watching you?
Can I interrupt?
Oh, sorry. Digital Loz wants to weigh in.
Sorry, I just sung Good King Wenceslas and you guys looked at Kai and you thought Kai sung it.
Oh, was that
and
you?
Then Kai looked back at me and he was like,
Oh,
I don't know what's going on.
I apologise, Digital Loz.
But I don't want credit for Good King Wenceslas. I just thought it would be a good
Come on,
song
give
because
it-
you said
What's
Three Wise
King
Men.
Wenceslas?
It's in Three Wise Men.
No, it's not.
I don't
It's
think
a
so.
different
No.
song.
Are you singing a different
Good
song?
King Wenceslas. And then
But I thought that was like an old English song, and Bones is old in
Christmas
English,
carol.
so...
Oh, that's rude.
So audio.
why is it rude?
Old in English.
That's who. That's him.
He's not old. He is English.
Oh, everyone's old.
So
mate.
Audio Bones, I apologise. We
Sorry,
gave
Bones.
you the credit for that.
Do we need to edit that in? Was that in the podcast?
I don't think it was.
I
No,
don't
it wasn't
know.
in the podcast, so...
The
it
mics
was
were...
on air. It was still on air.
Here's
It
what's
was
going to
like at
happen.
Studio 3.
Here's what's going to happen. The mics were rolling for that, so
we'll cut it in?
This is the moment. Those three wise. I used to love James Blunt.
That album, Back to Bedlam, is a very good album.
It's unbelievable.
Oh, Bonesy.
Bones. Get it, Bones.
So
Now-
we thought that was Audio Bones.
yeah.
That was Digital Oz.
I just looked back and Kai just looked at me and he was like, what just happened?
Audio Bones, write a reply.
Yeah, I was very confused, but I was like, I'm just going to roll with him. Like,
There's
Would
somebody.
you like to sing something now of your people?
you're beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're beautiful. It's true.
I thought you would have done like a, because if it's of your people, like a swing low, sweet chariot.
I think that's a slavery song.
Coming for to carry
think-
me home.
that's
That's what
him.
they sing at the English rugby games.
Do they?
Yeah. Swing
What's
low, swing-
English national anthem? Bones, how's that go?
Oh, that's
God Save the King.
God Save the
I'm
King.
not allowed to know it anymore. That's the one of the conditions of becoming an Australian is you have to forget the other one.
Do you actually?
God save.
That's a great bit from us.
Fucking-
Everyone who comes here, unlearn your national anthem, relearn this shit one.
I think it's God Save the King.
Yeah.
We take all the land.
What's that?
That was Digital Loz doing it.
That's going to be a clip now forever in my brain. We take all the land.
I think producer Lolo has
Just turned
rescinded
off.
And
My
Ozzy's
control.
mic rights.
Anyway, so I'm singing James Blunt
yep.
to this girl.
Is she? Yeah, that was my question. Was she looking at you, or was she looking at the ceiling at her feet? Was she trying to get out of the room?
Oh, I mean, it's been... I would have been, I'd say 14, give or take.
Well, that's young to be doing that kind of gear too.
Yeah.
15 would have been old, maybe like the oldest, 13 maybe, but I don't know, I just remember her just being like, just sort of laughing and being like, this is saddo.
So nothing
then-
happened. And then what happened? Did she just sadly walk out of the room?
She was like, okay, like, she
Oh.
knew, me having a crush on her wasn't new news to her. She just had no, she liked me being a friend. She didn't like me,
Can I ask how much of the song did you get through before it ended?
the whole thing.
Oh, you
I
did.
did the whole thing.
Verse,
let
chorus,
you-
Sat there
verse, chorus,
politely.
verse, chorus, verse, chorus.
Do you know
And the-
why?
Well, just wait. So her boyfriend was there as well. Her boyfriend knew that I was taking her into a room to sing a song.
Oh no!
And then
Clearly
and then
didn't feel threatened.
No, it gets better. It gets better. Obviously, I no longer want to be there. I'm now super embarrassed because I've brought my guitar to a house party, walked a girl into a room to sing at her,
Oh.
and then he comes up to me and he goes, because he was older,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he was a few years older than me, so he had his driver's license, and he was like, "Do you want to lift home?"
Oh.
So he drove me. He drove me.
Oh.
Oh my god, Jimmy! I want to give 13-year-old Jimmy a big cuddle and
No,
say,
he needs to learn.
I did.
No.
That's where I went.
Oh,
This is God Save the King.
I don't care. I care about Jimmy's
Can't
story.
hear you, Emma.
I care about Jimmy's story. I can always be louder than your
Is this an
phone.
instrument?
I don't know. It's a bit shit, isn't it?
That's awful. Whatever
Yeah,
that
it's
was.
worse than
This
the
does not
Synthesizer.
sound like God Save the King.
Well, I typed National Anthem of the United Kingdom.
Oh,
God
you
Save
got
the
me
King.
my but I.
Jimmy.
Oh.
Oh, here we go.
No, but the capo needs to be in the 7th fret. I don't have my capo with
The
me.
capo
What's
needs
a
to be on the
capo?
7th
What's
fret.
the 7th fret?
I don't know, but I hated everything that he said. Just said.
It's I could try and play it. I'd have to look.
You've
up
got
the
a you've got a bad voice too.
But I also want to see a photo of Jimmy at this age. I need to really have the visual because I just...
James.
My life is brilliant.
My love is pure.
I'm doing it.
Something,
I'm just finding
something
the
of
chords.
If you need it, it's a bit of... Does that help?
All right, here we go. No, it's wrong. So this.
Ding, ding.
Oh, this is on the 3rd fret. This is not going to be the right octave, but
And you
We'll push
also
through.
just quickly, he's got a bad voice at the moment. So lay off him, ladies.
beautiful. My life is brilliant. My love is pure. I saw an angel. Of that I'm sure. She smiled at me on the subway. She was with another man. But I won't lose no sleep on that, 'cause I've got to plan. You're beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
Hey, mate, do you want to lift home?
It's true. Anyway, something like that, but imagine he's 13 and...
I think it's because I'm a mum as well. I'm like, oh my God, imagine if one of
Yeah.
my boys did that and
Look
I
at
would I
you.
just want to wrap my
I
arms
know,
around
look
little
at you.
Jimmy,
You-
13.
You're doing that, and I'm like,
Oh.
fucking loser.
Oh, I just want to give him a cuddle.
You can if you want. Go give him a
Well, I
cuddle.
guess 13-year-old Jimmy's in there
Go give him a
somewhere.
cuddle, mate. Because she certainly did.
Oh, you pull your heart on your sleeve.
Now,
You do realise I'm going to have to punch you square in the face, don't you?
We've been having an argument behind the scenes, you, me, and Jimmy.
Yep. It needs to be
One
addressed.
argument.
Yeah, there's several arguments.
This one really this one was a big one though, because I firmly believe that I'm in the right. I'm constantly thinking of my next meal.
Yep.
I'm always hungry.
Which is okay. I'm always thinking about food constantly. 80% of my thoughts are about food.
Yeah. Like,
I
what
get
am I
that.
eating now? What did I regret eating already? I wish I had picked the other meal. But my whole thing is
there's
that
no regrets on our
No,
side.
I never
it's
have
always
food
forward.
regret. No,
It's always
never.
forward thing.
Don't look
Yeah.
back,
Don't
darling.
look back, mate.
Don't look back. Look
That's
forward.
why-
don't you have a food regret though?
No,
Sometimes I have
God,
food
no.
regret where I'm like, why did I eat that? I didn't even enjoy it. I should have picked
It's in
the
the
other
belly.
thing.
Keep going.
It's in there now.
I have got rid of my rear vision mirrors in my car because I don't like to look back.
Correct.
I just go forward.
Really unsafe.
Forward.
It's incredibly
No, it's not.
dangerous.
It's positive is what
Yeah,
it is.
it's
It's positive.
it?
Yeah.
I'm
Positive
moving in a
movement.
forward direction.
Yeah,
I don't look back.
very-
No regrets.
Yeah, no rag
No
rats
regrets.
ever, and especially no food rag rats.
Oh, no.
Yeah, definitely not.
So I've said on a number of occasions that I could eat chicken wings for breakfast.
Yeah, and that is incorrect. Move on. What's the next part?
I could eat a curry for breakfast.
Incorrect.
I could eat
That's
pizza
even
for
worse.
breakfast.
That's-
I could eat pasta for breakfast. And it's not just me, it's the rest of the team, all of the girls on this team.
Do you go to a restaurant or a place and there's pizza there on the breakfast menu?
Yeah,
It's not.
there.
It's
if you're,
lunch.
Macca's has an all-day menu.
if you're
You,
going
you
to
can get pizza from Macca's, can you?
I can get a cheeseburger for breakfast if I feel like it, and I would.
no, you wouldn't because
Yes,
that's
I
not a
would.
breakfast item.
And I'll be honest with you.
They have an all-day,
Hey,
24/7 menu.
Okay, I know that's what they say. They have an all-day menu, but that's for people who've been out all night.
That's for people like me that can eat
No, it's not.
dinner
it's for
for
people like me
breakfast.
Emma.
who've been bendering at 6 in the morning.
You're getting
I've
home
got
at,
a little
you're getting home
choice
at,
to
you're
be.
getting home at 4 a.m. and you
Yeah.
go, home Uber Eats driver has my nuggies.
If you gave me sizzling garlic prawns right now, I would gladly eat that instead of
That-
the boring wheat bix that I have
With
planned
your
for
coffee.
breakfast.
With your coffee.
You would have,
Not with the coffee.
but hang on.
Okay, well, there's the case in point because you have a coffee every morning. It needs to accompany the drink.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it
does.
does. So
I've
you
also got water in this bottle.
You would forsake your coffee to have some sizzling beef.
100%.
Some
No, you
sizzling
wouldn't.
steak.
Yes, I would.
No, you
Yes, I
wouldn't.
would.
No,
Emma,
you wouldn't.
Emma.
If you had to
Excuse
give up
you.
caffeine, if you had to give up, you wouldn't, mate.
All right, how about this? You made dumplings recently at home.
I would eat dumplings for breakfast.
No,
Give me
So,
dumpling soup
Emma-
with spring onions and chili.
There is
Give
only
me some umami
there
puppy
is-
on the top of
don't
anything.
you,
I'll have it.
Umami puppy me, right? there is only one thing we can say to you, Emma Chow, and on behalf of both Jimmy and Nath, the one thing we can say to you is, ding dong.
You're wrong.
What's going on?
Ding dong, you're wrong.
Ding dong, you're wrong.
Ding dong, you're wrong.
Whose side are you on?
131060, jump on the phones right now. As we know, ding dong, Emma is wrong, but maybe for some weird, wild, wacky reason, you are on her side. Can you eat dinner for breakfast?
Yes, you-
131060.
Okay, that's what we're doing.
Yes.
Yeah, because I was like, are you crazy like Emma or are you normal? Like Jimmy and Nate doesn't seem constructive. So it's dinner for okay.
Yes.
And I'm not I'm going to add a few caveats.
You
to
can
this
put some caveats in there, mate.
because I will not accept leftovers
No.
like them next morning.
No, because Emma...
Yes.
No.
Dinner leftovers for breakfast.
Yeah, that's different. If you're just going into the fridge and you're nibbling on some leftover pizza, I'm talking you're preparing a dinner meal for breakfast.
Yes.
That's where this
Okay.
is.
Yeah.
So
I think you're
leftovers
right.
doesn't count.
Okay.
No leftovers
Yeah.
because, Chow, you will make a dinner item for breakfast.
breakfast.
Yeah, yummy.
Yes, correct. All right, so
Dinner
that's what we're
for
looking
breakfast. 13, 10, 60. Dinner for breakfast.
for. Adam. Hello, Adam.
Hey boys, how we going?
Good
Up yours?
Up
yours,
yours,
Adam.
Adam. Please tell me you think Emma is insane here.
No, she's right.
Oh, ding dong, you're wrong.
God.
So as
Mate,
you-
I just had prawns for breakfast.
Yeah, you did, Adam.
No, you didn't.
No.
No,
And I
you-
had some tomatoes, a bit of sorrel, some sausage, a bit of hot dog.
Yum.
Turmeric mayo, beautiful.
No, Adam.
Yes.
Is this a
I do
regular-
it every day.
every day,
You had
Adam.
morning-
Prawns every day.
So, Adam, correct me
No,
if I'm
not
not...
prawns every day. I have a big cook after breakfast every day.
I just want to be clear here. Nathan and I aren't saying these meals
No,
aren't
see,
delicious.
I love
'Cause
these
that
meals.
That sounds
That's-
great,
I
mate.
love a
I
bit
just
of-
can't believe you're doing that in
Yeah.
the morning.
Adam,
Are you having a morning coffee with your garlic prawns?
Mate, no, I don't drink coffee, but it's called breaking fast for a reason. You don't break it with toast, you break it with food.
Totally. And this is breakfast is but a social
No, but I think,
construct.
okay, little
that
caveat there.
everyone
Adds,
says you've got to
you're
eat
breaking
breakfast
a
and cereal.
fast. That's why you're eating these things in the morning.
Yeah, because that's what I'm eating.
Yeah, see, he's breaking a fast, though. That's what I mean.
breaking a fast. Oh,
What
he
are
hasn't
you
been
talking
eating-
about?
Oh, so you
He
think
said
he's been
breaking a
starving?
fast.
No,
He's
but I
been
think...
That is what
starving
breakfast
himself.
is.
No, he's saying he hasn't
No,
been eating for days.
that's not
No,
what he's
no.
saying.
I had dinner too, Jimmy.
Yes.
Adam. No, Adam.
Shut up.
No, you shut up. Adam's on my
No,
side.
Adam's done 20 days fasting.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean.
And he is, it's more a religious
he
thing
hasn't-
for Adam.
he hasn't eaten in a
it's
month.
a religious thing, so that's play on. That's one for us,
One
Jim.
for us, yeah.
Enray. Hello, Enray.
Hi guys, how are you?
Good. Ding dong. Who's wrong?
Absolutely, Emma is right. You can have whatever you want for breakfast. I have chicken curry.
Yes,
No,
you
you
did.
don't. Enray, don't call up and lie on this show. You don't have
Enray,
chicken curry for breakfast.
Excuse me. This needs to be someone wins or loses fair and square. And so far, Adam and Enray have both been on my side.
Emma, you need to
Sorry,
understand
Em.
we don't lose on
Yeah,
this show.
Sorry. And also, at no point in the 6 months of us doing the show together have we been fair or square.
No, there is zero fairness. There is zero squareness on this show. There is
That's
only lying, cheating, stealing.
And I'm always the loser.
That is this show.
Aw, Chad.
Hey.
Look at this move.
Oh, to Emma Chad.
They're saying that because I wore a beanie to work for context.
So, Enray, you're
Go to the
telling
socials
me...
at the Jimmy Nath Show with Emma. You're a pretty bird.
Enray, you made curry. You make curry for breakfast.
I do at least 3 times a week.
You make this in the morning, Enray.
Yes, I do. I've got a mixed curry recipe, and it's fantastic. Great for breakfast.
Just accept it, guys. Accept it
Breakfast
and move
curry.
on.
Oh, my... Jake, please tell me. Well, first of all, up yours, Jakey.
This is so important. I'm driving to the airport. I'm going to probably miss my flight, but I had to pull over. Absolutely not. You cannot have dinner for breakfast.
Thank
but
you.
it can go the other way.
Oh.
A bacon sandwich for dinner or a bowl of cereal at any time of the
Yeah,
day.
that's fine.
You
Yeah,
can
that's
do
fine.
that. Absolutely fine.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
no, I had to pull over. That's just
That's fine.
not acceptable
Thank
at
you,
all.
Jake.
Jake.
Jake, I'm so sorry that you're going to miss your flight and you all lost it anyway because I won this round of Ding Dong, you're wrong.
You didn't hear me say, and Jim, did you hear me say Jake's vote's worth 5?
Yes,
I
Jake's
did.
work.
Yeah.
TK, producer
I agree.
TK, no.
I agree.
no.
Thank you, Jake.
No.
Thank you, Jakey.
Thank
They're
you,
saying
Jake.
no, they've got to cross hands.
No, I can't see that.
No,
I
Jake,
can't think they're all
Jake,
nodding
can you
outside.
please, Jake, I need you to do one thing for me. Can you just say to Emma Chow, Emma, ding dong, you're wrong.
Emma, ding dong, you're wrong.
Trending now with Emma Chow.
This is going to upset Sabrina Carpenter fans. She says in an ideal world, she would ban phones from her shows altogether. She said, I would absolutely ban them because I went to see Silk Sonic, which is Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars.
Bruno, yeah.
In Vegas, and they locked my phone. She said, I've never had a better experience at a concert. I genuinely felt like I was back in the 70s and I wasn't even alive then. Everyone singing, dancing, looking at each other, laughing. It just felt really, really beautiful.
I actually love that. I'm around that because I hate... the only thing I like when phones are at concerts is when they put the lights on and it looks like stars.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. You know what I mean? But Coldplay do it well where they give you a wristband.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Taylor Swift did the same thing.
Taylor did it too.
Yeah.
Comedians always lock up phones. Every time Jim and I have seen like a big, particularly US comedian, you have to lock up your phones. You get kudos Pankarine, you get this little Ziploc bag.
Yeah, right. You've got to be present, though. I feel like the thing that irks me the most is when people are filming brides walk down the aisle at the wedding. Just watch her. Put your phone away. Watch her. Look at the groom's reaction to the bride walking down the aisle. Be present in the moment, because that's something that you should be taking in as it happens.
All the weddings I've been to recently, the whoever's the celebrant or the priest has asked people to not get their phones out.
Yeah.
And most of the people don't do it. It's when you don't do that and then it's a free-for-all.
Yeah. It's the oldies that love to film it too. The oldies on their iPads. You know how they walk around?
Yeah.
Literally iPad in the face. Do you not listen?
I think phones should be banned, but iPads should be allowed. Because if you're bringing an iPad in, you deserve to film that.
and you want to hold it up and
Yeah.
go, hey, bit goofy. Go
and
ahead.
you know what? If you film it on an iPad, more often than not, you will watch that back.
On it, yeah.
On your phone, you won't. On an iPad, you'll watch it back.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of weddings, Rebel Wilson has told all future brides to avoid one thing at their wedding reception. It's indoor fireworks. She organised her sister's wedding, and it was a disaster. Have a listen.
The building started catching on fire. The whole place had to be shut down. They had to turn off all the gas so they couldn't cook the food for the meal.
What kind of fireworks were these? What kind of pyro
It was
was
just
this?
indoor pyrotechnics that I thought would look really great. You know, that everyone would be like, wow, they get great photos of their first dance. Turned into a disaster.
I could have told you indoor fireworks are not a good idea.
It's such a thing, though. People love the smoke.
Indoor fire,
And the
fireworks,
indoor
anything fire
fireworks.
adjacent.
Yeah, it shouldn't happen indoors.
No.
It shouldn't happen indoors. I asked my wife if we could do anything fire related. She goes, absolutely not.
No.
We were supposed to do sparklers at the end of our wedding, and people were supposed to run through
The
sparklers.
tunnel, we did that.
Yeah,
But
well,
just the sparklers. We didn't do the pyrotechnics. A bit too hectic for me.
we were all so drunk we forgot about it, and then we woke up the next morning. We had 400 unlit sparkles. We had a great honeymoon, guys. That's all we did.
Nath, I want to ask now on 131060, what's your superstition? What are you, or just stitious about?
Yeah.
Maybe not super about it.
Maybe it's just a little bit of stition, like a mini stition.
Yeah, tiny stition.
Yeah.
This is because the other day we were just hanging out as a team, off air, not the show.
Sure.
And Nath and I were sharing stories of when we were athletes.
Just war stories, mate. I don't think you understand.
We could have been anything.
We could have been athletes. I know they think, if you're a former athlete, you often go to Triple M, right?
Yeah.
You're looking at a potential wallaby.
I could have played cricket for Australia.
Yeah.
Injuries, mate. Injuries.
Injuries.
Robbed.
Okay.
We were robbed.
Injuries.
Were you robbed or just not that good enough?
Bit of both.
Bit of both.
Bit of
Both can be.
both.
Hey, I always say more than one thing can be true.
Yeah.
And look, one of my superstitions was when I was playing footy. I don't know. I think I played a really good game once, and I would put I'd put my left sock on, then my left boot, then my right sock and right boot. So I couldn't go sock, boot, boot. It had to be sock, boot,
Yeah.
Yep.
and then that was pretty much the entire time I played footy, played touch. It had to be that.
My big superstition, because you have one good game and then you keep doing it,
Keep
right?
doing it, yeah.
I would listen to one pump-up song or one pump-up song only right before I ran out, and it was
Yeah.
this.
This
Before I
was
run
your
out,
pump-up song?
Katy Perry, Last Friday Night. Because it would get me excited for the game, then also the beers afterwards.
Right.
You know what I
okay.
mean? It was
That's where
a
it ties
superstition.
in.
It would pump me up, Chip. That was
Yeah,
one of my
look,
big ones.
And obviously, I love you. I just love you, but you don't get it right. So I thought I'd probably have to get a professional athlete
Sure,
on.
yeah.
You mean someone who
An
really...
actual professional athlete
Yeah,
that
because-
always had promise and potential,
Well,
and
no,
that's why
someone
they are
like
where
Nath
they
and
are.
I, you know what I mean? Like, this guy did represent the country, but that's because injuries didn't affect him like Nath and I. But essentially, when we see him, it's just like three athletes.
Someone like
growing
us.
out.
Similar rigs, the three of us.
We saw him at the F1 premiere the other night.
Yeah.
Please welcome to the show, friend of the show, Australian boxer. It's Harry Garside.
Harry! G'day, Has.
How are we, guys? What's happening?
Oh, Has, just a couple of athletes talking to another athlete. Am I right, Has?
Can I just say, last Friday night got me absolutely buzzing.
Is that going to be your next pump-up song before your next match?
That's going to be my next superstition. Let's go.
Has, you're one of Australia's top athletes. You're adored, much like Jimmy and I. But I'm assuming, are there some superstitions that you have before you enter the ring or as you're getting prepared, either hours before, minutes before, or days before? What kind of things are you doing, Has?
I used to be so intense under the age of about 21. So I used to every day every fight, I'd have to get new socks, new jocks. I'd have to put them on a certain way. I'd have to clean the house. when I got to the weigh-in, I would have a Powerade and I would have a water, and I would have to sip the Powerade a little bit and then just the water, wash it down with water. I was so intense, but then now I don't have any.
You have
at all.
nothing. You have nothing now.
I have nothing now. I just feel like when, in all seriousness, when you put control in something outside of your own mind, I think that's when you can really stuff yourself up performance-wise. So I used to be so intense, but it used to really derail me sometimes.
Oh, that's where we went wrong. That's why we didn't make it.
Yeah, that's the real reason.
It's funny you mentioned the Powerade. Did you have a flat? Because I could only drink blue ones. I couldn't have anything. If I sipped a red one, I'm like, oh, it's going to have a bad game. It's going to happen.
Yeah, it used to happen because obviously amateur boxing, you're in the blue or red corner, so it'd have to be red or it'd have to be blue. And if you're in the blue corner and you drink a red one, mate, bad luck, you're having a really terrible performance.
What if you drink purple, which is like a mix of both?
That's a great question. I've never tried.
That could be your next secret weapon.
No, because they match the bruises that you get. You don't want purple. You don't want purple.
True.
So you're telling me now, even before, because you're on Dancing with the Stars at the moment, you can catch it Channel 7 on Sundays. What about, this is another athletic thing.
Dancing, yeah.
Anything before you get out into the dancing arena has?
To be honest, mate, just try and remember the steps, which I'm having a lot of trouble with.
Is there anything has between like boxing and dancing? Is there anything that translates across and you can go, I can kind of make this work?
Oh, there's some definite, like, boxing is a bit rhythmic and you are sort of dancing inside the ring. But to be honest, like, my dance partner keeps saying, like, it's like every time I move my feet, I'm like, it's like I'm trying to slip a punch. He's like, you're not boxing, all right?
But you'd be light on your feet, though, Haz. Like, that definitely works in your favour.
100% light on my feet, but it's almost like I'm trying to slip her punches when she's not throwing it at me.
She better watch out, otherwise she's going to crop an uppercut.
Yeah, Harry, for some reason, your dance partner is now Tim Zhu, just to make it even. He's got to make things seem...
Early onset CTE is really showing in this dance.
Harry Garside, we love you, buddy. Thank you so much. You can catch him on Channel 7 Sundays, Dancing with the Stars. Haz, we appreciate you coming on the show, mate. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Just a couple of athletes hanging out.
Just a couple of athletes hanging out.
Mate,
it's the three of us radio schmucks hanging out with a
don't
professional
put me in your box. Don't put me in your box.
Hey, mate.
Don't be in your box.
Hey.
I don't want you in my box.
1060. Moving right along. 1060. What's
That's good, Chow. Very good.
You're welcome.
guys.
Sorry, guys.
Low hanging fruit. 1060. What's your superstition?
You started it.
Erin from Rosebery. Hi, Erin.
Hi guys, how are you?
Good. Superstitions, Erin. What do you got?
For some reason in my family, we are not allowed to pass the salt from person to person.
Why?
If I'm passing the salt, I have to put it down on the table and someone else has to pick it up. I'm actually not too sure. My grandma's it's just come from her, and it's like, how dare you do that? So it's just a thing.
Oh, so you if someone wanted it, you pass it closer to them, you put it down on the table, and then someone else picks it up.
Yeah, exactly.
But Erin, what happens if you do pass it to each other?
You explode.
Are you going to die?
It's bad luck. I feel. You know what? I haven't tested it, so and I don't think I will, just because of all the family stuff.
And Erin, if you test it and you don't call back tomorrow, we'll know what's happened.
Yeah, she passed the salt.
We've lost Erin. Superstitions, Beck. What do you got?
Hello, it's actually my husband, but he's got to touch wood, so he puts sticks or twigs in his pockets and things, and now my kids are doing it.
I actually do this.
Yeah, I always say touch wood, but Beck, if you don't have wood around, you're allowed to touch your nose.
I thought you knocked your head.
No, I touch the nose.
I do doodle.
Knock the doodle.
Knock the doodle
really?
or the head. Yeah, sometimes I'll do both.
But your husband's walking around with sticks in his pockets.
Little ones.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got a little one in my pocket too. Rochelle. Hi, Rochelle.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, hey.
Hey.
Bye.
Don't. That's traumatic for me. You know it is.
Yeah, Em does not like that song. Rochelle, superstitions, what do you got?
So I have to say white rabbits on the first day of the month. So whenever I wake up on the first day of the month, first thing that has to come out of my mouth is white rabbits. So I don't know where it came from.
No, because you would say... So, Rochelle, you would say white rabbits on the first day of the month so someone couldn't pinch and punch you.
Oh,
and
really?
Then,
is that what that means?
Yeah, so you would say white rabbits, but then it's an honesty policy. So, when I grew up, I don't know if it was a country. Did you grow up in the country, Rochelle?
No. So I've always been like local.
Okay, I grew up in Gundawini and it was a huge thing. So like adults did it to adults, kids did it to kids. So you say white rabbits. If you say white rabbits, you can't get pinched and punch. If someone pinched and punch you and then you go, I've already said white rabbits, you can pinch and punch them back.
Right.
So, oh my God, there's a precursor to pinch and a punch, and that's white rabbits.
Yeah.
And grown-ups did it as well.
Grown-ups at the pub, yeah, it was a huge thing on the first
So
of every
you would
month.
greet your friends when they walked into the pub and be like, white rabbits.
Well, no, you could just say it to, I could say it to you two, but then if I ran into someone in the office and they did it to me, I'd be like, brother, I've already said white rabbits to Emma and Nate.
This is what is the... Oh, I don't understand.
You are insane.
It's so
I didn't say I wasn't.
What if you could get more of the Jimmy and Nath Show with Emma? You can with the podcast. Thanks to What If. You're only a what if away from great holidays. What if it's Aussie for travel?